Towunmi, that moving forward will make this thing not just big, but will make it a buzzword among schools in not just Lagos, but in Nigeria. We will do that. We will. All right? So we welcome our special guests to their seats on the table. Let me also say warm welcome to all the teachers who are here today. You are a most wonderful part of nation building. You are truly, and if I have my way as president or governor, I would give you and doctors the pride of place, and I will give you, I would treat you. There is something in governance called, it's not the exclusive list, where they get salaries of some of like the judges from. Now the place, I can't remember the name now, where you don't just alter because it's coming from source. Can't remember the name now. If I had my way, that's where I would place teachers, and not because you are here. I hold teachers in high esteem. We all are what we are because of teachers. All right? And every time I see teachers, some would say they got into teaching because they didn't see what else to do. And I say it's not true. Once you get into this profession called teaching and you start to teach, and you continue to teach, seeking the improvement of the words that you teach, it means, one, you're passionate about it, you are a true nation builder, and you are indeed a standard bearer. Students, you may not do this all the time, but I ask you, if you are not a teacher and you are in this hall, please rise on your feet and give teachers a resounding ovation. If you are not a teacher and you are in this hall, please rise on your feet. And if you're a teacher, remain seated. If you're a teacher, remain seated. Thank you, teachers, for what you do. We appreciate you. We celebrate you. We honor you. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. You may be seated. Thank you very kindly, students. Thank you very kindly. All right. So to get us into the moment we've all been waiting for, I want 2 nominees. As a matter of fact, 3 nominees. This time, don't nominate. I want them to volunteer, rather. 3 volunteers. First person will sing the first stanza of the national anthem. Second person, second stanza. The third person, the pledge. 3 volunteers. Don't show me your hand. I said I want 3 volunteers. So that means you are walking towards me. I'm not asking for show of hands. You're working towards me. All right? So what do you want to do for us? The national anthem. Second stanza. The pledge. So you tell us your name, your school. Shall we please rise for the national anthem? Once you're done, pass it to him.
My name is Akwale Moses from Lagos Baptist Senior Secondary School. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
My name is Olori Godwin Ayomide from Jakonde State Comprehensive Senior College, Abeson. Second stanza at the count of 1, 2, go. 1, 2, go. O God of creation, the right and noble cause, the right and lead us right, ever youth the truth to know, in love and honest things to grow, and live in just and true. Great lofty exalted to build a nation where peace and justice reign.
My name is Alade Kende from Jawojokoro Senior High School. The National Pledge. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend our unity, and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. Amen.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Now, to save time, the first 10, how many did you count, Justice? 34. Okay, the first 15 schools, I'm not picking you in a particular order. When I get to that bridge, we'll cross it. The first 15 schools, I would give you 1 minute and 30 seconds to tell me all I need to know about your school. All I need to know about your school. The first 15. All right? Now, the second 15, you would tell me, or the second half, you would tell me why secondary school education is a must for every child. Bear in mind, I can change it anytime, but that's what you're doing, okay? But for now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want for us to please put our hands together as I invite our chairman for his speech. Please welcome Mr. Lulu Awoliyi.
Thank you. Good morning, all. Chair, persons, people on the high table, students, friends, families, and coordinators. You are welcome. I want to appreciate, first and foremost, our daughter, Dr. Towunmi Koka, a medical doctor and a writer, for this great vision, laudable vision that God has given unto her. She's a medical doctor and also a writer. She has a passion for this essay writing for students across Lagos State. It's something very interesting. On the second or third award, I was around as someone who has come to give words of exhortation. But I was impressed by what I saw, being my first time there. But today again, as I've been here, in fact, I'm so happy that the vision is still on. Hallelujah. To you students, I want to encourage you that writing is important. It's part of education. It's part of knowledge. Knowledge, they say, is power. And if I have to simplify knowledge, knowledge is an accumulation of facts, while wisdom is the application of knowledge. So the more knowledge you gather is good for you. I believe it does not hinder you, it does not disturb you from your careers. From whatever you intend to be, either you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, a banker, engineer. Writing is important, it's part of life, and it's part of education. And I believe, to simplify my definition, writing is an act of expression of your knowledge, of what you know. I want to encourage you, please, every one of you who have not gotten involved, please do so. Because it will be to you a plus, it will be to you a bonus, and it will add to your knowledge. In our time, we don't have such an opportunity like this, where we students will gather. The best we have is literary and debating society and sport and so on and so forth. But this, to me, I believe, is very educative. I can remember people that are in their professions that are writers. And I can remember very well Professor Wole Soyinka has been a writer. And our late Gani Fawemi, also a lawyer, has been also a writer. I believe he writes books that were used by lawyers student lawyers in so many places, even across the whole world. I want to encourage you. Take to writing. Writing will be an expression of what you know that you want to put on paper, you want others to see, and you want others to read. It's very, very good. I'm happy. I have to say I'm a writer myself. I have written Christian books. I've written so many books that are out there. Please try as much as possible to get involved, because education is vital to success. And like I said, knowledge is power. We don't have such opportunity as you have. So please, I want to encourage you to make the best use of the opportunity that you have. If you've written and you've gained an award, I'm sure, don't stop there. Let it get yourself encouraged. Get yourself encouraged to know more, to write more, and I'm sure to help you in the future. For some of us who have not yet gotten involved, please try. Read books, write. When you are making a report, you are writing. Even if you are a doctor, you still need to write. If you are an engineer, you will still need to write. If you are a banker, you will still need to write. There's no profession that you do that you will not need writing. So please, I want to encourage you. This that I am saying, I'm very much impressed, and I believe as I have prayed for our daughter, this will not stop in Lagos State alone. And I believe that by the grace of God, it will go across the 36 states and the federal capital city of Nigeria with this laudable vision and passion for writing and awarding, giving award to best student writers. I want to encourage you. Please keep going and keep going forward, and I believe the sky will be your limit. God bless you all.
Okay, one more time, let's give Mr. Awoli a round of applause. Let me, and this, I can't say now that this is scientifically proven, but I think I have tried it and it works for me. When you are in an environment like this, that is this warm or hot, you know, the more you try to fan yourself, the more you sweat, because that fanning is an exercise. I'm not asking you not to, but if you would dare, just try it, see how it works for you. We're trying to see how we'll get in. The challenge we're having is there are not enough extensions to plug some of these industrial fans, but I've told them to see what they can do about it. We'll do our best. The ACs, I don't know why. The hall is designed for the ACs to function. They're there looking at us and we're looking at it. We're smiling, but it's not. We will survive this. Thank you for your understanding. Azafi Omoluabi. Azafi, are you here? Is Azafi here? Azafi, is that you? Okay, please let's welcome Azafi Omoluabi. I called Azafi earlier. Azafi is our guest speaker today. Azafi is our guest speaker today. Okay, so all the people who stood up earlier, Azafi, you're welcome. Thank you. All the people who stood up on behalf of their respective schools earlier, can you please stand up again? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? One more moment. Okay. Can you count again? Let's be sure how many we have. I know some schools came in. Very quickly, very quickly. Are you ready? 35 now. Okay, so what I need you to do is orderly fashion. We'll do it so that we don't cause any kind of disruption. Beginning from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, those who are standing from the first 4 rows. First 4 rows. I need you to come out now. Just give me a single file here. If you're standing from the first 4 rows, give me a single file here. A single file. Just queue behind Justice. Queue behind Justice. Give me. Okay. I want you to pick one sheet of paper. Just pick one. Thank you. Hold on to it. Go back to your seat. Tell me what you have. Let me see. Justice, what is that? What are you? Justice, what are you?
18.
What are you?
1.
Bye-bye. What are you?
15.
Bye-bye. What are you?
12.
Bye-bye. What are you?
6.
Bye-bye.
33.
Thank you.
20.
Thank you.
40.
Thank you.
26.
40, you will need to
11.
just remind me, yeah, because we're not up to 40. What do you have?
10.
Who is next? Okay, all the other guys, file out. All the other guys, file out. What do you have? You have 17. What do you have? 22. What do you have?
24.
24. Okay, just come this way. You pick and come this way. Come. What do you have?
4.
Thank you. What do you have?
8.
Thank you. Come. What do you have?
7. 7.
29.
Thank you. What do you have?
13.
Thank you.
1.
1. Somebody had 1 before. You had 1 already. Okay, there's a mix-up. Don't worry. What's the name of your school? Babington Macaulay Junior. Okay. You are 1B. He is 1A. Go.
2.
Okay.
Iggy.
Okay.
5.
Thank you.
13.
All right. I had 30 before, didn't I? I had 30 before. Who was 30 before? Who was 30 before? If you were 30 before, you were 30A, you were 30B. Bye-bye.
25.
Thank you.
35.
Thank you.
36.
Thank you.
23.
Thank you.
31.
Thank you.
21.
Thank you.
11.
All right.
28. 28. 38.
38. Are you out? No, I'm talking to her. What's her name? Okay, keep coming.
40.
27. 32. 32. 9. 34. 37.
15.
How many did you count? What was your count? No, you're 35. Okay. So what we will do, just before our guest speaker, if you are number 1 to 10, come out. Number 1 to 10, come out. Whether you are 1A or 1B, come out. Number 1 to 10, I want a file here very quickly. Number 1 to 10, remember what I said. Number 1 to 10. My uncles and aunties, you will help me. Just, if you want to make notes, make notes. If you want to make a mental note, make a mental note. Personally, I want to give out 3 prizes to the best speaking school here today. Once they're done, I will tell them what the prize is. Sir? Best 3. Once they're done, what I can only give right now is a cash prize. So you will bear with me. I won't give anything but cash prize, okay? You do with it what you want. First 10, are they out? Uncle, can you be my timekeeper? 1 minute, 30 seconds. 1 minute, 30 seconds. All right? Sir? Just tell me, do like this for me once the person's time is up. I'll be making eye contact with you. Okay? Now, before I give you the mic, let me tell you something. Yes. You want to observe me? Okay. Verse 15. Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't. No. Are you the ones that picked the numbers? No. I said first, when I said first 10 come out, I meant those who are representing the schools, please. The numbers picked was picked on behalf of the school, not the individual. No. So if you are not the one that your school selected to speak, please go back and bring the person your school selected to speak. Are you all the ones selected? So I thought the communication was clear enough. Thank you, madam. So the number you picked was on behalf of your school. All right? On behalf of your school. That's the number you picked. Okay? So if you are standing and you're not the one your school selected to speak on their behalf, go back and let the person come. Are we on the same page? Thank you. Now what I'm saying is, it is possible to make a point in a minute and 30 seconds. That's all I'm going to say. So when I give you the mic, in that 1 minute and 30 seconds, you're telling me your name, the name of your school, and why I should send my child to your school. In other words, sell your school in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Is that okay? That's not difficult, is it? Is it difficult? The ball is in your court.
Good day, everyone. My name is Inyama Francisca. I'm in SS2 and I'm from Baptist Senior Secondary School. The name of my school is Baptist Senior Secondary School. The name of my principal is Mrs. O.A. Koka. My school is an institution where learning takes place in spite of gender difference. My school is a mixed school. And why should I send my child to my school? Because this is my 5th year in this school, and my school has won a lot of prizes, and I've learned a lot of things. Just look at me here now. I am in this place, standing before you. My school is a very great school. It's a very great institution where we have hard-working teachers and hard-working students. My school is such a beautiful school, and it's located.
Your time is up. Your time is up. Your time is up. Now, what's your number? Number 7. She's number 7. Go back to your school. Your seat. Thank you. Next person. Hold on. Are you ready, sir? Thank you. Are you ready? Your time starts now.
Good day, everyone. I am Ayatu Ponyeka Chukwu, a proud representative of Babington Macaulay Junior Seminary. Babington Macaulay.
They can't hear you. Use the mic.
Babington Macaulay Junior Seminary, as the name implies, is a missionary school under the Anglican Communion, founded by late Archbishop Adetiloye and headed by the current principal, Venerable Tunde Oduwale. My school is divided into 3 parts: the junior school, the senior school, and the Center for International Examinations. We take different international examinations like the Cambridge Ordinary Level, Cambridge Advanced Level, SAT, TOEFL, etc. So that's one of the reasons you should send your child to our school, because they have many opportunities. Our school also has the best teachers from all around the world teaching. It's a co-educational institution, thereby giving the child an opportunity to mix with the other sex. My school is a full boarding school. Thank you.
Your time is up. Thank you very much. Good use of time. What number are you? Number 1. 1B. Number 1B. She's number 1B. Go back to your seat. Number 1B. Thank you. Quickly. Your time starts. Hold on. Your time starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, standing before you is Sonwolu Philip, a bona fide student of Community Senior Grammar School, Ikpaja. I'm standing before you to tell you and to inform you, to increase your knowledge and to give you an insight of my school. Before you choose a school for your child, there are basic amenities and basic things you need to consider. 1, are they qualified teachers? Are there standard libraries and standard laboratories for the learning of the students? Are there conducive environment? And is the school safe for your child to learn? My name is Sonwolu Philip, as I've said earlier. My school has in possession those criteria needed for a good school to be put in place. Established in 1983 by the Lagos State government, my school has been running for the past 33 years, and we've had records of academic excellencies ranging from the spelling bee competition, in which we produced the One Day Governor 2013. And my school has also won various competitions all around Lagos State and even
your time is up. Your time is up. What's your number? What's your number? Number 2. Bye-bye. To the next person. Your time starts now.
Good morning to the honorable guests on the high table, my indefatigable teachers, and my fellow students. My name is Michael Deborah, a bona fide student of Obamoruf Ojola Junior High School, founded in November 24, 2004. Situated at Orisunbare Ishefun, Ayobo, Lagos State. My school is a school that is filled with hardworking and dedicated teachers. You will come to my school and see the difference. The color of my school is wine and yellow. My school has hardworking teachers and hardworking students who are more eager to learn. My school is filled of good students. My school is not a school that is just for dollars. My school, I'm a product of a public school. I'm proud of Obamoruf Ojola Junior High School, and I'm proud of my school. I know my school is the best. I'm proud to say that my school is the best in Education District 1. The principal of my school is Mrs. Taiwo.
Your time is up. Next person. What's the number? What's the number? Your number, ma. 4. Bye-bye.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olori Gordon Ayomide from Chakonde State Comprehensive Senior College, Abeson State, Education District 1. The name of my school is Abeson, Jakonde Estate Comprehensive Senior College, Abeson Estate, Ipaja, Lagos. Our school, the name of our principal is Mrs. Gio Ogedengbe, and the VP admin, Mrs. Awobia, and the VP Akkad, Mrs. Ogusayem. My school is well equipped in laboratory, the ICT, and we have well equipped teachers who are qualified to teach even in higher education. Because we have won several awards, both in essay, debate, and several competitions, both in science, jet exhibition. We have won several things because our school is one of the best in 2013. Because our school has a well-qualified teacher who are knowledgeable, who are...
Your time is up, your time is up. What's your number?
Thank you. Number 6.
Next person. Your time starts now.
Good morning, my fellow students. My name is Tawis Mai from Muslim Senior College, Owoshoki, number 1 to 5, Akinpelu Street. The name of my principal
They are struggling to hear you.
The name of my principal is Mrs. Fumilayo Ogoro. When we're talking about Muslim Senior College, it's one of the best schools. We have quality teachers, and we have the laboratory is very quantitative and qualitative for the student practicals. We have good academically. We are one of the best in District 2. Our schools have won many competitions, Lagos State and sciences. We have quantity teachers. Come over to Muslim Senior College to see how it works there.
Your time is up. Thank you. What's your number? Number 5. Thank you. Back to your seat. Yes, ma'am. Your time starts now.
Good morning to the guests in the high table, the teachers, and my fellow students. My name is Agomo Blessing from Eleto Odibo Senior High School, founded in 1980, headed by Mrs. Omar Boroye. Why should you bring your child to my school? You should bring your child to my school because of 3 major reasons. 1, the high level of discipline of the students in my school. My school is a school of high level of discipline, and no indiscipline is tolerated in my school. Also, the good teaching and learning environment, and also the laboratory facilities that are present in my school that help in the teaching and learning of science-oriented subjects and also other subjects. The e-learning facilities in my school that helps the student to be able to explore and know the things around the world, to go wide view. And also, there are sporting facilities in my school that enable the student to increase their level of knowledge. Not only...
Your time is up. What's your number? Your number, ma. 9. Thank you. Next person.
Good day, members of the high table, students, teachers, and all of the protocol officials duly extended. I am Philip Favor Princess from Ijajokoro Senior High School. My school is situated in 79 Igwegwe Street. It is one of the schools in the Education District 1, Agege to be precise. My school has won various competitions like the Jet Club competitions and the Spelling Bee competitions. The mission of my school is to raise a generation of hardworking students with moral principles that guide us to make our future better. My school is one of the best schools in the Education District 1, filled with results and other kind of things that a child is meant to have. So I advise...
Your time is up. What's your number?
Number 1.
To the next person. That's 1A. All right. 1A. Your time starts now.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ikuyo Desmond. I'm here to speak about my school, which is Ajawa State Junior Grammar School, situated at number 22/23, Olutosin Ajayi Street, Ajawa Estate. Reasons why you should bring your child to my school. My school has a very large field. My school is well ventilated and has a very conducive environment for learning. Thank you.
Okay, next person. What's your number? 10. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Onosike Rosemary.
Use the mic. Use the mic.
Good day, everyone. My name is Onosike Rosemary, and I'm from Okota Senior High School. Without wasting much of our time, I would like to tell you the reasons why you should come to my school. My school is a school that fosters cleanliness. It's a school that is a school of discipline. It's a school that you can find several teachers that would make students very, very attentive in class. It's a school that is headed by my principal, Agunisi. And I would like to tell you guys that if you come to my school, you will see how it is clean. It fosters cleanliness. I will boast that my school is the is the best because I know that it fosters everything that a child and student should need.
Your time is up. Your time is up. Thank you. What's your number?
8.
8. Thank you very much. Okay, my distinguished panel member. Give my mic. Give my mic. From this 10, I want one winner. I will come back to you later. So decide that. I'll take them in 3 batches. So from this one now, they're not coming back again. I just want one winner. Decide that. Thank you, sir. So let's continue with our program for now. Let's continue with our program. We'll quickly take 2 of our speakers and then take the other batch. All right, quickly, I'd like to welcome, he joined us as we're doing the speaking competition. Pastor Peter Alabi will welcome you. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. He will be speaking to us for the next 10 minutes in a word of exaltation. Of course, we also have joining us, representing the permanent secretary. Okay, she's permanent secretary, Public Service Office, representing the HOS of Lagos State. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your kind and gracious presence. Mrs. Feifolua Adenike Ogumbo, we welcome you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. And of course, we do also have joining us Mrs. F.I. Alabi, Principal, Vetland Senior College, representing Tutor General and PEMSEC, Lagos Education District 1. Thank you for being here. All right, so very quickly, for the next 10 or less minutes, we'll listen to a word of exaltation. It's important that when we come out like this, we'll pay attention to what our elders have to say. Please welcome Pastor Peter Alabi.
All right, I just want to say very briefly, just a few things. It's a great thing to have a gathering like this. You know, something that has to do with writing. Now, I'm a pastor, but I'm also an educationist. I studied education, my first degree. I studied managerial psychology, my second degree. And education is perhaps the best thing that both the government and your family can give to you. Because basically, when you are educated, there is so much more you can do with your life. And one of the basic things about education is the expression of it. And one way to express the fact that you are educated is in your writing. Now, as a pastor, as a Christian, one of the basic things that actually makes Christianity what it is knowledge. And when we say knowledge, we're talking about knowledge of what is already written in the Bible. You know, the Lord Jesus himself, when the devil tempted him, what Jesus used to combat Satan was his quotation and citation of what is written. You see in Luke chapter 4 verse 4, in Matthew chapter 4 verse 4, Jesus said, "It is written." And he was quoting. When he said it is written, he wasn't just talking anyhow. He was actually reciting something written somewhere. What Jesus was citing is Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 3, where the Bible says, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God shall man live." Now imagine if Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 3 was not written. Jesus would have nothing to quote. So you see, when something is written, the essence of what is written is so that you can read it. So that you read. When you read, you understand. Ephesians 3:4. Paul said, "I have written in few words, but when you read what I wrote, then you will understand." So you see, when we talk about writing, even from the Christian standpoint, it is essential. From the Christian standpoint, it's essential. I know even some other religions that actually emphasize knowledge. As a matter of fact, it's knowledge. You see, the reason why sometimes people become accidents of history is because sometimes the history itself was not documented. Nobody wrote anything down. And you see, whenever something is not documented in writing, it leaves room for all kinds of falsehood and lies. Lawyers will tell you, if you have a dispute with somebody and you want to bring it to the court of law, it is what is written down is what is most evident, not what you say. That's why you see people enter agreements. You write down. When the person wants to get married, they write. You want to buy a property, you write. You want to rent a property, you write. When you give birth to children, they document it. You see, writing is powerful. And I will say to you, you see, as young ones, I was once young like you. I also went to a state school, model college, many, many years ago. And I'll tell you, one of the things that I discovered is that I had some friends in school then who, it was very obvious they would struggle. And the reason was because, you see, when we were in school, writing was a problem for many of them. When you see an adult who cannot write, no matter what he claims to know, is going to eventually struggle. And so, you see, one of the things to do with writing is the fact that, you see, you begin to use it to express your ideas, to express what you know, to express the concepts that you are thinking about. I believe strongly, you see, that as you are young now, it's not out of place. For example, those days where you have diaries, a diary where you begin to write what happened that day, and then you begin to document things. It gives you room for expression. As you're expressing yourself in writing, what it does to you is this: it makes you more confident. It makes you more confident. I know you guys are still young, and then you may feel, well, we're going to school, all we write is just exams. No, the exam itself is not just so that you can pass and go to the next class. The exam in itself is actually a test of your comprehension. So the reason why exams are most times written is that the school wants to see how much of what you have been taught you understand. Because you see, you can't prove you understand something until you can put it into writing in your own words. And so you say, I'm going to leave you with this exhortation. Exhortation means to encourage. I'll leave you with this exhortation that, you see, as you go on in life, make it a habit. All right, we live in a day of technology now where, paper and biro is becoming very obsolete. I can assure you, in the next 5 years, 10 years, you will hardly see anybody using paper. And what that means, therefore, is the dimension of writing you need to focus on the most is the ability to write with your computer. That leads to type. I'll leave you with this small story. You see, when I was a little younger like you, I would go to my father's office. He was a director in Lagos State Government, in Ministry of Finance. And I would go to his office and I would like to just play with computer and play computer games. But my father discouraged me. So he took out all the games. But he left one particular application. They call it Typing Tutor. So you see, I will get on the Typing Tutor. And Typing Tutor has games. But the games on Typing Tutor are actually they are designed to train you on how to type. But I was just trying to have fun. So I would just play the games and play the games. Unknowingly to me, as I was playing those games, I was being trained to type fast. As I'm standing before you today, that ability to type fast was what helped me when I was in school, in OAU, in Ife. And I remember in my second year, I started the business. And my father just said, since you can type well, he gave me a computer, gave me a printer. And I started my first business as an undergraduate. From that one business, I started many more. Since my second year in school, I didn't have to ask my parents for money again. And I tell you, as I stand here today as a pastor, I just finished a book on Saturday. I typed everything from beginning to the end by myself. So you see, the skills you learn at this stage are not just only useful for now. They will be useful for you later in life. If you don't have a computer at home, find somebody who can allow you to use their computer. If you have a friend, a senior brother or somebody, when you get on their computer, don't just use Facebook. What you should majorly begin to learn to do is train yourself on skills, on how to express yourself in writing by using the computer. And I believe strongly, as I'm standing before you today, and as you are here, that this event will be the beginning of greater things in your life in Jesus' name. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, one more time, a round of applause for Pastor. That experience you shared now is quite remarkable. But there's something I took away from what he has just said. His father was a director at the ministry and sent his child to a public school. Today, most directors' children are studying abroad. See why I told you earlier that you must fix this country for us. We need to go back to that time when our educational system or institutions was the benchmark and standard bearer. Everybody went to a public school. In my time, everybody, commissioner, governor's children, where I grew up, we all went to a public school. We were in the same school together. We used the same hospitals together. If I start on that, it will take me hours to end. But let's leave that. We need to fix this country. You need to fix this country. Don't believe what they tell you that because you are Hausa, you are Yoruba, you are Muslim, you are Christian. It's a lie. They are using it to hold us down. Our problem is here. When you are sent by somebody to carry arms and fight your classmates when you were in secondary school because of election or religion or ethnicity, think about it. When he was your seatmate in school, did his character annoy you? When he was your seatmate in school, did his religion annoy you? But somebody is trying to leverage on our inability to think creatively and ride into public office or get a larger share of a scarce resource. He's now making us believe that because we are Hausa, we are Yoruba, we are Efik, we are Ibibio, we are Muslim, we are Christian. That's why we're fighting each other. That same person, his children are abroad. Some of them these days, their children go abroad for primary school. From primary to university. Before you get up to fight for anybody, think, where are their children? Anyways, I'm not your guest speaker today, right? We'll have guest speaker. So very quickly, we'll take our guest speaker. We'll listen to the exaltation. One more time for Pastor Labi. A round of applause. Thank you, Pastor. Our guest speaker, Azafi Omoluabi. Let's welcome her, please. We can do better with that applause for Azafi. Come on, let's welcome Azafi.
Hello, good morning. It's an honor, a real big honor to be here in front of several students. I think this is the first time this sort of thing is happening to me. And yes, I'm glad to be part of this. Okay, so my name's Azafi, and first of all, it's I'm an adult, I'm a Nigerian, I'm from Edo State, and like a child who has grown up in Nigeria and one who was lucky to have parents who were teachers. My mother was a teacher in a teacher's training college. My father was a lecturer in a university. So I've come from an educational background where from day one, rather than watch television, I had to be reading a book. I mean, there was no compromise about it. You had to be seen reading a book. My mother would say, okay, you finished reading that book. I say, yes, Mom. Oh, yeah, go and list out all the words and the meanings that I don't understand. And if I come up with maybe 5 words, she'd flip through the book and say, oh, yeah, what's the meaning of this word? And if I stumble and I'm not sure, I cannot give the accurate meaning of that word, she'd say, oh yeah, go back and read and bring me more words. So I've come from that sort of background where, you know, my siblings and I were grounded in education, we're grounded in the fact that you have to use your head. You cannot, for instance, or let me say, because we were 80s children, some people will say, television started at 4 p.m. for you children, and whereas television is 24 hours in this generation. The difference between us who watch television at 4 p.m. and, for instance, this generation who has more technology, who has more access to entertainment, is I have children in this generation, and I will tell my children, switch off that television, go and read. When you have satisfied me, if I've seen you read twice, I mean at least for 2 straight hours, if you've been able to do that, then you can go and watch television. And other than that, I will even look at what you are watching. So you're not even just going to watch everything or anything, because it's like this. If you do not fill your head with what is positive or what is knowledgeable, yes, you will not be able to give out anything. So you cannot compromise the fact that, for instance, if you do not read words, if I come to you now and I say, oh God, I'm flabbergasted. I mean, if you have not seen this word, if you have not used it, if you cannot interpret the meaning of the word, then there is no way that you will be able to say, oh yeah, flabbergasted means you're tired or you're almost tired or something. So you get, so what goes into your head is what comes out. Now, professionally, I'm a publisher. I publish books, I interact with authors. I was, for instance, privileged to read some of the comprehension, some of the essays that were submitted. And I know I read one and I showed it to Ms. Coker and I was like, if this person is encouraged, this person will write. And not just write, but this person will be an excellent writer. Because that person used words and could string sentences together that I was like, for you to do this in secondary school, I'm just hoping that you have the parents who will push you forward because you have that talent already. So now, bringing me back to publishing. I started writing maybe when I was 4 or 5. And that's just taking pieces of paper. You know, I'll fold pieces of paper, I'll write a story. It could be maybe 20 words, but you would see that this story had a beginning, had a middle, had an end. And so I had the sort of parents, especially my dad, who would be, oh yeah, maybe you should publish a book soon. So, you know, it started from an early age. Now, I got to university and I wanted to study law. And my father was like, nah, why are you studying law? Go and study mass communication. That is a closer course to your natural affinity. Because as a parent and as a child, as a parent, first of all, you should be able to identify the strengths and the weaknesses of your children. So, for instance, you will not say, I want my son to be a doctor, or I want my daughter to be an engineer, and your son and your daughter are woeful at maths, are woeful in sciences, but have strengths in literature, English language, history. So at some point, you guide your child to say, okay, this is what you're good at. Let us push you in this line. Let us see where it goes. It's not a matter of, oh, I want my child to be in this particular profession. And then surprisingly, even when you have a child who is a doctor, Dr. Towunmi, for instance, started writing when she was still studying medicine. Before Dr. Coker, there were people I had met. I mean, I was in year 2 or so, and there was this person who was studying to be a medical doctor who was an excellent writer. I mean, we would look at him and we'll be like, you're not even in the arts and you can write this well. Why? That was what this person had a natural affinity for. So basically, what I try to do as a person is to encourage children. Look for your strengths, look for your weaknesses. If you are not a writer, at least be a reader. Please, books for me are as important as breathing. Because you cannot take away the knowledge you will find in a book. Nobody will come and dash you that knowledge. Nobody will say, 1 + 1 is 2. Okay, fine. Your teacher can say that in class. But nobody will tell you how to apply that knowledge of, 1 + 1. There are things you have to do on your own. There is knowledge you have to seek on your own. And most of this knowledge is passed down from a person who has written a book already. So basically, 2 things that I advocate for. Reading, read across subjects, read across continents. There are writers from Africa, there are writers from Italy, there are writers from anywhere writing on any subject, not necessarily fiction alone. So it is the good thing is to seek out knowledge given in books and then be able to apply on your own, basically. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Azafi Omoluabi, co-founder, Paresia Publishers. Let's give her another round of applause, please. Okay, we want to say a big thank you to the company that has sponsored or supported Towunmi Coker's literary initiative this year. We will do well to thank them as we progress. But let me ask Mr. Raphael of Viju to please step forward and take his seat on the table to my right. Can we please put our hands together for Raphael? Raphael? Is he here? Okay. Where's Raphael? I'm sure he will join us. But give him another round of applause. Thank you. Anybody supporting a venture of this kind? Raphael, is that you? Please, please join us this way. Thank you. Thank you for throwing your weight behind the Towunmi Coker Literary Initiative. Many thanks. Okay, numbers 11 to 23. Can you come out, please? Very quickly. Numbers 11 to 23. 11 to 23. 11 to 23. Do you remember what you're going to be talking about? Do you remember? Do you all remember what you'll be talking about? Do you remember? I gave out 2 topics earlier. The people who have not told what they will talk about are the ones in the 3rd and final batch. Do you remember, guys? Yes or no, please? I said you will talk about why secondary school education is a must for every child. Do you remember? Do you remember? You remember? You don't? I said 1 to 15. But then, you know I did 1 to 10 earlier. So that was what you will talk about. You know what? Don't worry. I'll give you the same thing to talk about, to save time. Talk about your school. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Talk about your school. My distinguished chairman and judges, please do us the honor. I know you have picked one from that. I just need one from that 10. You did that. Fantastic. I'll come back to you later. So now we need just one from this batch as well. Okay? My thank you, Pastor. Are we good? Please, as you get the mic, your 1 minute and 30 seconds starts now. Once you're done, just keep passing. Okay? Don't give it to me. Just keep passing. All right? Let's do this. Your time starts now.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Towunmi from Lagos Baptist Senior Secondary School, Okedore, Lagiga, Lagos State. I'm here to tell you the reason why you need to send your child to my school. Why would you not send your child to my school? Looking at me, I'm putting on white, purity, I'm neat. So if you see me outside, you have the possibility and the mentality for you to look at me as a good child, to bring your child to my school. Look, my school, name of my school, Lagos Baptist Senior Secondary School, founded in 1973. Name of my principal is Mrs. Salawu R.R. and is under Education District 1. My school has academic prowess, it has laboratory that is well equipped, and even to the fact that our school, three of our students had scholarship from Torture Life under Education District 1.
Time up. What's your number? 18. Thank you very much. Next.
Good day, everyone. My name is Eugene Tobumneme from Community Junior Secondary School, Old Workyard. I'm here to tell you about my school. My school has a neat and conducive facilities for learning. We have disciplined and educated students and disciplined and educated teachers. We are well recognized in the district because of our conducive performance. I'm here to tell you about my school because my school is one of the best schools in Lagos. If you go anywhere and ask for community junior secondary, they'll tell you that 1, we are the best in Lagos. 2, we have good environment for learning. 3, we are obedient. 4, we have God-fearing teacher. So I'm here to tell you that my school is the best. And
time up. Your number.
Thank you. Number 12.
12. Next.
Good everyone. My name is Arubono Sosam. I'm here to talk about my school. The name of my school is Stadium Junior Grammar School. And the reason why you should bring your child to my school, 1, is because we have qualified teachers who are dedicated, who are committed, and who are God-fearing. And we also have the equipment for learning. We also have different lab for learning and the equipment for learning. Thank you.
Next. Your number?
20.
20.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ideology Ayo Abigail. I'm from Jagmolo Girls Senior Grammar School. My school is a single school. My school is located at Akoka. The name of my principal is Mrs. Ojo. And the reason why you should bring your child to my school is that my school prepares students for leadership opportunities. My school, the teachers, they are very strict. The students are well organized, and the students are well disciplined whenever they do anything.
Next, your number? 16. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Annie Babarolu Akadija from Providence High Secondary School. The reason why you should come to my school is because my school is a very beautiful place where education is the first thing on their minds. Our teachers are very, very good. They educate you, they promote your talents, they teach you every single thing. We have adequate boarding facilities for mixed, and the school is mixed. That is, we have matrons who take care of the students. There's no issue you'll have in the school that will not be dealt with. We have guidance counselors who will help you in deciding whatever career you'd like to study in future. We have a very good background in terms of our examinations, competitions, and so on. Every single thing we go for, our school always comes out excellently. Thank you.
Your time is up. Next. What's your number? Your number? Your number? Huh? 7. 22. Next person. Time starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lale Konluyomi. The reason why you must take your child to my school, the first reason is because my school has facility. When we talk about facility, many people think facility is equipment, but facility goes beyond what we call equipment. Space is among what we call facility. When it comes to sport, my school is the number one. I'm sure all of you here, you know the people we call Steve Yode, the person who represents Nigeria in sham football competition. My school has produced many students when it comes to academic excellence. And again, in sports, my school usually wins the principal cup. Moreover, my school is a school where...
Time up. Next person. Your number on the mic. Tell me your number on the mic. Tell me your number on the mic. Oga, tell me your number on the mic.
17.
Thank you.
Good day, my distinguished and honorable gentlemen and women. My name is Uwe Gunasa, and the name of my school is Majidu Junior Grammar School. And I would like to tell you the reason why you should send your child to my school. Firstly, I will start with this. Every child has a talent, but because of this talent are not yet discovered and improved, that's why you see the rate of the country like this. So if you send your child to my school, we will help you to develop the talent in your child. Even as and myself, I will use myself as an example. I don't know that I have the ability to read or to debate or to write essay or writing. But because of this school, it has taught me many things. And that's why I will place to you that you should send your child to my school, because we're also based in co-curricular activities. In our school, there's no day we go for co-curricular activities that we don't come back victorious. First, the weather matching or football, etc. and so on.
Time up. Next person. What's your number on the mic?
13.
30. 13. 1 and 3. Thank you. Next person.
All protocol duly observed. Before you this beautiful morning is Talabi Elizabeth, a noble representative of Orusina Model College, Igbogo. My school is located in Igbogo along Korodu Road. It is founded in May 1949. Our motto goes thus: pass, play, and destroy, that is true difficulty to success. My school is divided into 2 categories. That is the senior category, the junior category. For the senior category, named by principal is Ms. Oguni Sherifat. For the junior category, it is Ms. Alami F.R. My school is known for the best in the whole district too. My school has won the best principal for the year 2015. That is the best administrator for the year 2015. My school has won the first runner-up in the national school debate. My school is known for success because we have qualified, well-trained, well-developed, loving, caring teachers, and even God-fearing teachers in my school. My school is known for excellence. My school is a premier college.
Time up. Number.
My number is 14.
14. Thank you.
Good morning to the members of the high table, students and teachers present. My name is Usiuma Catherine, and I attend Maryland Comprehensive Secondary School. My school was established in 1969 under the Lagos Archdiocese, but run by the OLA Sisters. The current proprietor of my school is Archbishop Fred Adewale Matis. In the 49 years of MCSS In the 49 years of Maryland Comprehensive establishment, it has focused on holistic education, which includes intrinsic development of morals and values, as well as academic excellence. In my school, we have a wonderful student and teacher ratio, as well as a conducive environment, which contributes to the various awards we have won internationally and locally. Some of the notable figures that have gone to my school: Mr. Godwin Emefiele, the current CBN governor, Honorable Dayo Ale Shobowale, who was former president of...
Time up, thank you. Your number, please. Your number on the mic.
Number 15.
15.
Good day, everyone. My name is Charles Adegoki, and I'm a student of Yaba College of Technology Secondary School. Yaba College of Technology School is an offspring of the Great Yaba Tech, which was founded in 1947. Yaba College of Technology Secondary School was founded in 1999. It's where young minds are bred and nurtured to become great statesmen and to empower a nation. My school is not religion-based, but we have a code of conduct which every student must adhere to strictly, and it also ensures discipline and a high level of moral standard. Thank you. Great Yaba Tech. Number 11.
Thank you. Your number 11. 11, you said?
Good everyone. Right. The name of my school is Abbas Macaulay Girls Senior High School. We have qualified teachers and diligent teachers. Moreover, we teach about our cultural belief. Like, for example, every Thursdays, the assembly are conducted in Yoruba language. Moreover, about my school, the environment is very conducive and the classroom is well arranged. My school, we won so many competitions, like the UBA essay competition. We are part of the students, over 1,000 people who wrote. So, thank you.
Okay, your number, please. Your number. I didn't hear your number. Can she tell me her number? Go back and tell me your number on the mic. Go back, tell me your number. I'm not standing close to you now, so.
Number 3.
Thank you. Number 3.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ebero.
Wait. Number 3. How is that? Number 3. Number 3 what? Where were you before? You should have been in the first batch, isn't it? Oh, there was no number 3 in my first batch then. People were not paying attention. I forgive you. Go.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ebero Korafo. I'm from Yewa Junior High School. My school was founded in October 1980. My teachers, that were trained teachers, when that they don't only teach you how to read and write, but your spiritual aspect. The motto of my school is Yewa Junior High School: express yourself and respect yourself. They will teach you how to express yourself effectively, they will teach you how to express yourself effectively, and to also respect yourself while expressing yourself. Thank you.
Your number, please.
Number 21.
21, thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman.
Just hold on, sir. Hold on. This is 23 next. Okay. From 24 to, if you pick from 24 to 40, all right, I need you on standby. Just get ready. 24 to 40, be on standby. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the high table. Good day, everyone. My name is Otegbala Peter. I'm a member of Meron Community Senior High School, which is located in Meron. My school is entirely with 3 departments: the science, commercial, and humanity, with good qualified teachers at various departments. My school is a seat of excellence, which has considered excellence as their watchword. One of our achievements is the 2014 Lagos State Governor Award, and a new building was erected with good facility and enough classroom and a functioning library for the students. Thank you.
Thank you. Your number, please.
23.
23. Give her the mic. 23, sir.
All protocols duly observed. My name is Abba Ene from Babs Fafuma Millennium Senior Grammar School. My school was founded in the year 2000. That means my school was one of the first gifts after the end of the last millennium to Nigeria. My school has qualified, well-educated teachers who do not only care about the educational development of each student, but also the physical, moral development of every child in my school. My school has laboratories for each science subject, and my school promotes cultural development in each student due to the fact that we organize cultural days and inter-house sports. My school has won so many awards, and my school students were one of the best students in the last year's WAEC.
And I can say that I'm a very proud student of my school because right now I'm here talking to you. I'm a product of Basfafu Millennium Senior Grammar School. I am confident.
Your time is
what
up.
My school has done.
Your time is up. Thank you. What's your number?
11.
11. How many 11s did I have? Whoa, I had 2 11s. Okay, consider the first 11 as 11A, second 11 as 11B, please, my judges. Thank you very much. You're far too kind. Okay, so, children, let me tell you this before I call the next group, okay? I imagine you all can tell that what I'm doing now is what I do for a living. I like to call myself a talk service provider. You can call me an MC. It works for me. Now, why am I telling you this? There is this culture amongst Nigerians that they like to use and would think is okay. I observe all protocols. I stand on already existing protocol. It's not necessary. I'm a professional, I should know. All right? Now, if you must, for instance, you've come to speak somewhere and you have maybe your teachers or someone who has played a very important role in your life and they're part of the established protocol. If you must, please go ahead and mention their names and then continue your speech. Otherwise, if you must even mention protocol, just say you like to continue on already established protocols. That's one. But if you ask me, I would say once that protocol has been established, just go up there, greet the people, and start your speech. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever seen on the internet the conference called TEDx conferences. TEDx conferences. Now, TEDx conferences are conferences where people go and talk about every and anything. You could talk about teaching, students, you could talk about marriage, inventions, computer, slave trade, whatever. Now, the thing is this. The maximum time that each TEDx speaker uses to pass their point. Who can guess? Maximum time. Who can guess? Students, who can guess? Who can guess? Huh? Just chorus it if you know it. Who can guess? Huh? 3 minutes. Nah, that's too short. No, that's 30 minutes. Nah. The maximum time ever used on a TEDx stage is 18 minutes. But a TEDx stage requires you to speak for 15 minutes. And guess what? They take you through a process that would last for about 6 months, chopping and cutting what you have presented to them into 15 minutes. Now, when they started, a lot of speakers thought it was impossible to achieve. But as they progressed, they became a bit flexible, which is why I could get to 18 minutes. But the thing is, when you get on a TEDx stage, you don't have the luxury. Okay? You do not have the luxury of running through. You want to greet the president, the senator, the governor, the chairman, the chairwoman, Nigeria. You don't have that luxury. So what I'm advising you to do is, as you progress in life, you have to speak. Please just go ahead, greet the people and start speaking. If you find yourself in our kind of profession, then it is your duty to establish that protocol. On Monday next week, I'm in Abuja, where we'll have to introduce the president and president of other countries and so many other people. In that place, we'll establish all the protocols. But guess what? These Nigerian politicians will come back and still reestablish and lose all the time in the world. It's not necessary. Trust me. I'm saying this to you because I know. All right? So when you come, just greet, salute, and proceed to what you have to say. Very important. Okay? 24 to 40. File out. 24 to 40, please. Okay, ISL. Is ISL here? ISL, are you here? Is okay Odo Senior High School here? While I'm doing this, 22 to 40, please file out. Okay, Odo, are you here? Huh? Okay, Odo is here, okay. Babs Far from 1 Millennium School, are you here? Huh? You're here. Meron Community School, are you here? Huh? All right. Oriwu Senior Model College. Are you here? Okay. Ajao Estate Senior Grammar School. Are you here? Thank you. So the first. All right. So I have 22 to 40, and I remember we're not up to 40, or we're not up to 40, but some people picked 40, so I said 22 to 40 in this. So distinguished judges, in that group, we got one person. If we got the tie, let me know. We'll break the tie. If you have a tie, let me know in any group. Okay. If you have a tie in any group, let me know. We'll break the tie. You same thing. Talk about your school. Okay. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Sir, are we ready? Thank you very much.
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Idode Faith, a student of Christ the King International School, a school where the total child is produced. Academically, my school has taken the forefront as we produce Emmanuel Asayinde, a student in the University of Lagos who was a record breaker in the history department. Sports-wise, in the areas of sports and creation, my school has refused to take the last position, as you often find us bringing back the golden trophy. In areas of socially, we have refused to also take the last position, as we are, socially, my school is the best and we have no competition.
Your time is up. Your number, please.
28.
Your number. 28. Next.
Good day, everyone. My name is Moi Foma, a great student from Ajawes, the Senior Grammar School, and I'm here to tell you why you must take your words to my school. Firstly, the location of my school is number 8. Babs Abosede Close, Ajoy State, Lagos State, and it was founded in 1993, 3rd of June. The reason why, what does my school stand for? My school is equipped academically and morally for our future leadership roles. We are given the best, and we are given the best educational standards. We are filled with mixed sex, and every Wednesday we always have social recreation.
Your time is up. Your number, please. 38. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olide Oluwatomi Samuel. I'm from Unity Junior College. I'm here to talk about my school. Name of my school is Unity Junior College, located at Dairy Farm Complex, Agege. Name of my principal is Miss A. Bamishile. My school is well equipped with good furniture in the library and also in the laboratory. My school have good and qualified teachers and experienced teachers who can even teach in the university. My school is very secured and it have an interactive environment. Whenever you are coming to my school, you can never see a student coming to my school very late. My school students are very punctual, they are hardworking. Even in the school, you can see security officers in my school. You see last man, you see policemen.
Your time is up. Your number, please.
27.
27. Thank you.
My name is Saga Chinonso. I'm a student of Stella Comprehensive Junior High School. Why should you bring your child to my school? My school is a conducive place for learning. My school does not tolerate any form of indiscipline. We have well-seasoned teachers and trained teachers. My school is a nice place for learning. The teachers teaches morals, how students should behave to their parents. My school is a place for learning. Thank you.
Your number, please. Number. 6.
Number 29.
Thank you.
Good day, member of the high table, teachers, and my fellow students. My name is Oguare Gift. I'm from Agbede Junior Grammar School. I am here to talk on the reason why your child should come to my school. My school is a great place of learning. They make sure they maintain their vision and their mission. Their vision and their mission is to maintain discipline, sustain high level of academic goals and achievement toward a brighter future with laudable achievement. Their vision is to make success in all their day long. What their core values is self-discipline, honesty, humility, teamwork, hard work, tolerance, and integrity. The reason why my school maintains this is because they have a great leader. The name of my
Your time is up. Your number, please.
Number 24.
Thank you. Next. 24, sir. 24.
Good day, high table. My name is Paul Faith. The name of my school is State Comprehensive Junior College, Alimosho. It is situated at Ipaja Bus Stop, Moshalashi, beside the Gowon Estate Police Divisional Headquarters. The name of my principal is Mrs. Ede Agege, a well-disciplined woman of God. In my school, we have educated teachers teaching the subject they studied in the university, preparing students as future leaders. My school was established May 2013, and we have been successful. the WAEC and everything. We have been successful. We have been coming out in flying colors. The mission of our school is to be the model of excellence in academics and culture.
Your time is up. Number, please. Number what?
35.
35.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ekene Agu from Methodist Boys High School, the second secondary school in Nigeria and the first boys' school in Nigeria. It was established in 1878, and this is a school with a unique tradition of excellence. The reason why you should come to my school is because we don't have the best of students, but we make the best out of them. We have produced notable Nigerians like the first president of Nigeria, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first governor general of Lagos State, Mr. Mobolaji Johnson, the coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles, Osunde Olise. If you want to be an excellent student, then you can come to my school. Thank you.
Number what, please?
26.
26. Thank you. Hold on. Next person, hold on before you speak. Please, for the purpose of the certificates being written and prepared for your takeaway, we would like to know the full meaning of this school's acronym, BHMGS. If you are from that school, teacher or student, please go to the back and give them the full meaning of your school. BHMGS, teacher or student. All right? To the back, please. The registration table at the back. As well as AESGS. AESGS. Thank you. Yes, please.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges. My name is Amani Timlelua. I'm from Government Junior Model College, located at Otu Ikorodu.
They are not hearing you, sir. Use your mic. Go ahead.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Your time is counting.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges. I'm here to talk. My name is Amani Timlelua. I'm from Government Junior Model College, located at Otu Ikorodu. I'm here to advise you on the reason why you are meant to bring your child to my school. First, discipline. Discipline is highly enforced in our school, which is our watchword, which means doing the right thing at the right time in the right manner. Also, conducive environment. The environment are well conducive in the essence of good furnitures, good buildings.
Your time is up. Your time is up. Thank you. What's your number? What's your number?
33.
33. Okay, bye-bye. Next, very quickly.
My name is Aderi Bigbe Yesirat, a bona fide of Veteran Senior Grammar School. The mission of the school is pursuing the path of excellence to nurture the leaders of tomorrow in a serene and composed environment. You can believe with me that with this mission, you know that serene and composed environment, the leaders of tomorrow will be able to learn very well. The dean of the District 1, 2007-2018 section is from our school. The school has biology laboratory, maths laboratory, English laboratory. It has a botanical garden. It has geographical garden. It has a woodwork workshop. It has a kitchenette for practicals in catering craft. And the school doesn't allow for any...
Time up. Number, please.
The school is home of excellence.
Number what? 31. Thank you. Next.
Good are the guests in the high tables, students, teacher, and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Salaudin Mistura, and I'm here to talk about my school. The name of my school is Igom Junior High School. Why you should put your child in our school is because my school is a well-disciplined school. We teachers are hardworking, and they teach the students how to behave and how to be a better person in the future. As our motto, arise and shine. You will arise and shine, and you will stand out to shine in Jesus' name. And in my school, I wasn't able to stand out to talk in front of crowd. But when I joined Igom Junior High School, I was able to stand in front of crowd to speak out loud. So my school is the best in my own side. Thank you very much.
Your number, please. Your number.
30.
30. Thank you. Next.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Onofefe David from Akpebi Senior Grammar School, Ikeja of Onipobo Local Government Development Area. The reason why you should bring your word to my school is because we have well-trained teaching personnel that can teach subjects all around. Let me use that term. Permit me to use that term. We have been established, my school has been established to raise the people that will be self-reliant and make the country proud. We are built for academic excellence, self-reliance, and at my school basically teaches us the importance of secondary school education. and it also helps us not to become mistakes of history or accidents of history. My school helps us to be able to cope in any situation. It gives us experience. In my school, if you're not able to understand in class, you can go and meet any teacher at all, and they will tell you the easiest
time
way to
up.
get the
Number,
answer.
please.
Thank you. Number 25.
25. Next.
All protocols duly observed. The name of my school is Keystone College. It was founded in the year 2006, September 15. As we all know, in all schools, all teachers are pioneers of knowledge. But what makes my school stand out is because we know that all work without play make Jack a dull child. We don't just focus on education, even though we focus on it more. My school also knows the importance of social activities, and we try to mix that with our daily curriculum. My school is located in Lagos Island, and why is the aim of locating is in Lagos Island is because we all know our mentality is that people that stay in Lagos Island, they are wayward and they don't want to go to school. So the aim of my school located in Lagos Island is to attract students to the school so that they will be able to know the meaning of education and they can come to my school to study. Thank you very much.
Your number, please.
Number 36.
36.
Good day, ladies
Next.
and gentlemen, panel of impartial judges. My name is Joseph Esther. I'm from Unity Senior College. I'm here to talk about my school. My school is a place where quality, high standards of learning are well equipped. There are conducive lab, conducive classes. There are places where students negotiate. There are PMP pressure. Our school motto is discipline, integrity, potential, punctuality, and politeness. It is a place where a student boosts his brain for the nearest future. It's a place where a person develops his potential. It is a place where a student is provided with the area of specialization. It boosting the student in order to be fast from his other pressure. Thank you.
Number.
37.
37. Next, to the next person.
Good day, everyone. My name is Aramide Williams. I'm a member of Bishop Owens Memorial Grammar School. The name of principal is Reverend Oshiyomi Bamidele. 2 reasons why you should bring your child or what to my school. 1, in my school, no child is a dropout. And 2, we have current and correct teachers in my school. For these 2 reasons, I expect that you run them to my school and bring your child or what. Thank you.
Number.
34.
Huh?
34.
34.
Good day, everyone. My name is Shitu Samuel. I'm from Ajigile Senior High School. The name of my principal is Mrs. Jagede Ije. 2 reasons why you should bring your children to my school. 1, they are competent teachers. They are teachers who are good both in maths, English, all other subjects. They are teachers who you can work to for moral advice. And secondly, my school is good in sporting activities. We've won a lot of medals, both gold and silver. Thank you.
Number, please.
40.
Give her 40. Give her.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Olatunbosun Mercy. I'm from Little Odibo Senior High School. The main reason why you should bring your child to my school is that my school has cut all standards of education. But what's the unique thing about my school? My school brought out the passion in me. You will agree with me that a child that's not passion-driven is headed to destruction. I had no passion and I had no destiny to fulfill. But when I got to my school, they brought out the passion in me. The passion in my teachers led me to even discovering a course called chemistry that I would have never wanted to study. It got me thinking, because I have parents who are teachers. Why my parents bring me to a public school? But now I know the answer, because they know that where I can find my passion is when I can see teachers like them putting me through. My school is a testimony of this reading culture. We all are.
Your time is up. Number.
Culture, which is you read, I read, and
Number.
I read. Number 32.
32. Give me my mic. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So while my judges get ready for the last and final one, I'll quickly take the second of our key guest speakers, and he's going to be the last speaker we'll take today. After which I will come back and we'll get through the awards for the literary competition. And to talk to us now for another 10 minutes, students, please welcome with me Dr. Mike Aderomo.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me very well? Good afternoon, everyone. My school is Nigeria. It was founded in 1960. The reason why you should come to my school is that anywhere you study in the world, when you come to Nigeria, you learn something new. My number is number 1. Thank you so much. I feel that we need to understand what you all are doing, and we are all in the same way with you. Thank you for coming. My name is Michael Aderomu, and I'm privileged to be here this afternoon to discuss with you. But before I do say anything, I want to share a little thing with you. I want to do something that we don't normally do, or we don't do it well, which is gratification. How many of you is happy? How many of us are happy to be here today? We give glory to God. It is essential to know that every moment counts, and whatever you do, every second you're able to do it, you have to give glory to God that allow us to be here today. That's number one. Number two, I also want to give gratitude to the organizer of this event. It's not to be taken for granted. It takes a lot of effort to bring all of us together. So join me in congratulating Dr. Towunmi Koka. Towunmi Koka. And lastly, I want to be grateful to everybody. I want to be grateful to the organizer that invite me to be here with you. I'm very sorry. I wanted to stay more, but because of time, I won't be able to stay long. And I just want to share just one or two little things with you. When I was getting ready to come, I didn't know what to talk about. And I said, when I get here, I will be motivated, which indeed I have been sitting down here. But I have a question for all of us, the student here. How many of us take a note of the chairman's speech? How many of us? What did you retain from his speech? What's the key word? I retain one or two things. I don't know, okay? Writing part of education. Next. Say quick. Very good. That's the word knowledge. That's the key word. Our chairman spoke about knowledge. And the reason why we are gathered here today is because we want to talk about the importance of knowledge. He said two things. He said knowledge is gathering of what? Information. Write it down. Of information. You know? And he said the second thing he said about knowledge. He said knowledge is what? Power. Okay? So I want us to put it down. What I'm going to discuss with you is going to be revolving around that. Because actually, I didn't really know what to say or what to discuss. I said, let me just take it around here. So I would like to say this. We are all Nigeria because, like I told you earlier, my school is Nigeria. So I love Nigeria. I believe all of us love Nigeria. Very good. Now, Nigerian, I'm an economist, so everything I think or do is about economy, and which affects our daily lives. Today, we can talk about Nigeria. When I talk about Nigerian economy, talking about resources, raw materials. But I can tell you that very soon, Nigeria will be forced to move from raw material economy to knowledge-based economy. Knowledge-based, which means it is what you acquire as knowledge that you'll be able to use to compete with other people in the world. You see now the importance of the wording of the chairman. Knowledge is very important. So I'm going to talk briefly about things that we need to face the challenges of the future, because there are going to be challenges. So one of them is education. Education is a catalyst. If you are doing science, you know what is called catalyst. You know, you change everything around, but it's remained the same, right? It will motivate you to give you a lot of things and encourage you. It make you be curious and ask questions. Ask. You know, in the Bible says we should ask. We should ask. Abi? Seek. And what? And knock. Right? In the first three letters, what is it? A, ask. S for seek. And then K, so which means ask. Isn't it? Do we agree on that? I did not plan this. I'm not, but I just think we have to do this. So you must be, education give you knowledge that enable you to ask questions. And when you ask questions, you begin to understand things. And that is why I asked earlier if you anybody take note. Because you must be able to listen. Act of listening give you ability to assimilate. And when you assimilate, you can ask questions and then you can invent. So, two things, that's number one on education. Number two, about knowledge. It is God that gives us knowledge, actually. Apart from what is imparted in you in school, ability to retain comes from God. It is only when you retain things that you can now apply what you have learned. So it's only God that gives us the knowledge on the specific things that's about you. Then the second one, or the third one rather, is understanding. What did I say? Understanding. There is no way you can apply your knowledge if you don't understand what you have been taught. So you must understand. So knowledge, understanding goes together. Then the third one is wisdom. You might have knowledge about something and understand same thing, but have difficulties sometimes to apply them. And that's where you need wisdom. And wisdom is given by who? By God. So it goes together. Knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. The reason why these are important is that Nigeria is going to move from resource-based to whatever. And there, you will need all this to come together with you. So I don't want to take much of the time because I didn't prepare for this. What I'm going to let you know is that I want to take away from here, as a young student, you must be ready, prepare for challenges, and you must also be ready to have vision. Visionary is what takes us here today. Dr. Towunmi has a vision. It is about her vision that we're here. So it is very important for you to assimilate all this together, to face challenges, and to have vision about the future. Well, I think I'm a respecter of time. Time is very essential. Since we have more to do, so I want you to know what you have learned from here is part of what you are going to use. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. One more round of applause for Dr. Aderomu. Okay, so our fantastic judges, can we give them a round of applause? Thank you. Now, before we announce the winners of the literary competition, remember, I broke you who spoke into 3 groups, right? Now, for the first group, whoever they select as the winning school, right? The school will get 10,000 naira cash here, and their teacher will get 5,000 naira. For the second group, the same thing. The third group, the same thing. Now, of the 3 groups, if they give us an overall best speaker, that overall best speaker will get an extra 5,000 naira. All right? So, that is the last announcement I will make today. For now, we would announce the winners of the literary competition, give out some of the certificates, and once we're done with that, we'll give out the prize for the speakers. Again, 10,000 for the school, 5,000 for the teachers, and 5,000 for an overall best speaker. But if there is a tie in any of the group, in fact, let's find out from them. If there's a tie, we'll break it now before we move forward. Is there a tie, sir? So is there a tie? In any group, is there a tie? In which group? 1, 2, or 3? In all the... there is tie in everything. Okay. So can you please call out the numbers that are tied in the first group?
In the first group, I'm having number 1.
Number 1, please speak. Come out. Who is the second? Who tied with them?
Same group, number 9.
Number 7 and number 9.
First group, number 9.
Okay, number 9. Number 9, first group. Number 9, first group. First group, number 9.
First group number 9. So 2 of them tied.
Yes.
2 of them tied. Okay, guys, we're breaking this tie now. We're breaking this tie now. And to break this tie, you will tell me this time. Thank you, Pa. Are you ready? Good. 1 minute. If you exceed it, you are disqualified. If you speak below it, you are disqualified. Yes. My game, my rules. Exhaust your 1 minute. Don't do that 10 seconds and drop mic. Come this way. Come this way. Don't do 10 seconds and drop mic. It's not allowed. How am I getting this feedback? Okay. Don't do that 10 seconds and drop mic. It's not allowed. In 1 minute, tell me the importance of girl education. Girl, you, girl. Okay, girl education. Did you hear me? In 1 minute, tell me the importance of what? Girl education. Not more, not less. More or less disqualified automatically. All right? My judges are listening. My timekeeper is ready. Your time starts now.
Good day, everybody. A girl child, before most people believe that girl children should not be educated, but times have changed. Reasons being that the man cannot do everything alone. They always need support. There's a popular saying that says, behind every successful man is a good woman. The man can't do everything alone. Imagine they have how many children and then the money is not enough. The woman has to work, and without education, there's no how she can help with that. A woman also has to be educated so that she'll not be an illiterate. Like the husband will not be able to be proud or show her off, so that she will not go around disgracing the people. And then, for instance, if the husband divorces her, then she has to be a single mom. How is she going to fend for her children? She has to take care of her children, and without that, she has to.
Your time is up. Thank you. Next, pass to her. Pass to her. Just keep standing there. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. The importance of girl education to the country. Girl education is important because it helps in the growth and development of the country. It enables the female children to have the opportunity to participate in governing the country, in making the country a better place to live. It also reduces the rate of stigmatization and marginalization among the female. It enables the female to be able to stand up to their responsibility, and it prevents the female from being stigmatized and abolished. Thank you.
Up to 1 minute. Up to 1 minute. You are sure? Do I have a winner? They can go now. You have a winner. Give me bye-bye. Go and sit down. Thank you. Second group, sir. Who are your tie in second group, sir?
Second group. Number 20 and number 13.
Number 20 and number 13. Second group. Come out. 20 and 13. Come out. 20 and 13. What number are you? 13. Who is 20? Okay, come out. 20 and 13. Okay. Interesting. Come. All right. Remember, you're all talking about the same topic. So what we're looking for is who's the best speaker. All right. So this time, the two of you, we need to tell us why co-education, boy and girl school, co-education. That's boys and girls school. Why it is important. Listen carefully. Why it is important for social development. Am I okay? Why is it important for what? Why is it important for what? Good. Why is it important for social development? Are you ready? All right. Are you ready, sir? Take it. Your time starts now.
My name is Arbono Sasambo.
Why co-education, boys and girls going to secondary school together, why it is important for their social development? Is that, can you deal with that?
Yes.
You can deal with that. 1 minute. You can deal with that. Yes. It's a bit higher for them. So I should lower it. No, that's why you have. No, it's okay. It's okay. That's why we are part of my team. So I should lower it. Okay. The importance of secondary school education. Is that fair? No. I'm asking my guy. Is that fair? It's better. Okay, are you ready? Okay. So take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Auntie, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. The importance of secondary school education. Are you ready? Are you ready, sir? Take it away.
My name is Arbono Sasambo. The importance of secondary school education is that in primary school they don't do the practical that are done in secondary school. So in secondary school, that's where you do all the practicals. That's where you know different things. That's where you know about the sun. That's where secondary school prepare you for the university. And And also secondary school is where you get new friends, where you get to interact, where you share new knowledge. Thank you.
Anything you say, you're my timekeeper. Anything you say.
My name is Uwagunasi. But before I tell you the importance of secondary education, I would like to state something. Many people here believe that money is powerful. But how do we to get this money? It is difficult. And once you have to get this money, you have to pass through education. Education by passing out, getting your certificate. And to get this certificate, you all know that you have to pass through secondary school. And also, secondary school also makes it important. They'll make it easy for people to have more cooperative, to make it easy for people to have teamwork. And also, once people have teamwork, there will be good cooperative in the society and the good governance in the society. Thank you.
Thank you. Time up. Just on time. Chairman, sir. Chairman. Chairman, can they go and sit down? Chairman, can they go and sit down? Okay, your third group. Put that in your third group. Put that in your third group, sir.
In the third group, we have number 27 and 37.
27, 37. Where are you? 27, 37. 27, 37. Now. 27, 37. Thank you, sir. Okay. You're still doing the same thing. Come close. Face them, not me. You're still doing 1 minute each. Okay. And I will tell you what you're doing now. Okay, before I do this, let me ask. Hold on. Do you people have career counselors in your schools? You have career counselors. You know what career counseling is? The importance of career counselors. Is that a fair topic? No, I'm asking. I have a team member here. Is that fair? Should I change it? I'm asking one person. I should change it. Okay. The importance of Towunmi Literary Initiative. Is that fair? If you say that one is not fair, I will cancel everything. The importance of Towunmi Literary Initiative. Your time starts now.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olide Oluwatomisin. I'm from Unity Junior College. I want to talk about why Towunmi Literacy Day is important. Number one, to let the students know their future ambition, to make them know this future ambition of what they want to become, to let them understand the meaning of this literacy day that we are doing. Towunmi Koka is a very good woman, a very good doctor. She has introduced this program for us to know our own future ambition, to let us understand why we are here, to let this literacy day to be very good and interactive for us. Thank you.
Up to. Give her mic very quickly.
My name is Joseph Esther. I'm here to talk about Towunmi Koka Literary Initiative. It allows students to negotiate. It boosts the brain of students in order to compete and be the best and diverse from other peer group. It encourages students for their life careers. It encourages students for potentials, and it increases their skills like the communication skills, writing skills, intellectual skills. It teaches them to impart knowledge. It teaches them to use their knowledge. Thank you.
Up to. Give me my mic. 12 of you, go and sit down. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause, all of them, please. And now, for the main event we've all been waiting for, you have been taken through a process of judging for your literary work where you submitted Flipping the Chart, an unemployment story. We're here today to announce the winners, but most importantly, she has been doing this for 5 years and counting. She is dogged, she is indefatigable, she is immutable, she is undaunted. She's a medical doctor, she's a writer, and she's the founder of the Towunmi Literary Initiative. Please welcome Dr. Towunmi Koka as she speaks to us. And at the same time announcing, keep the applause coming for her till she gets here. Keep the applause coming. Keep the applause coming. Keep the applause coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Good afternoon, everyone. Members of the I table, teachers and students present here, and all invited guests. Good afternoon. I can see it's very hot, and I really apologize for that because everyone is fanning themselves. Boys, I think it's quite cool here. Happy post-Valentine. Thank you all for coming here. And I want to ask a question. How many of you are aware of this initiative? How many of you are aware of it? Okay, so who can tell me how long it has been going on for? All right, okay. What year did it start? Okay, I just need one person to raise their hand up. Okay, come.
2030.
All right, thank you. Come on. What's the name of your school? All right. This fifth edition was conducted in what year? Who knows that?
Hey, wait. Stay there.
2017.
So, what was the theme for last year?
Okay, for this one now, if you know the answer, just walk up to me. Walk up to me. If you know the answer, walk up to me. First to get here. The rest of you go back to your seat. Thank you.
Tide of unemployment.
Sorry?
Tide of unemployment.
What year was that? What year was that?
2017.
Not exactly.
Is he right? Yes or no? No.
He has an idea.
He has an idea.
Sorry,
wait. 50 over 100 is not a pass. Let him go and sit down. Bye-bye. Okay, you.
Turning the tide of unemployment.
Okay, there's something before that.
Okay. Do you know, Auntie? Hey, hello, caller. Do you know? Okay.
Flipping the script, an unemployment story.
Thank you very much.
I have said this thing more than 5 times here today.
Okay, so it's very important for us to know what the theme is and what this initiative is about, because we got a number of calls and we've had a bit of miscommunication, people coming outside saying that they got invited but they did not participate in the competition. So I wanted to be clear that we are all on the same page here. And then I wanted to also be very clear that the students know what they are coming here for. So usually how this occurs is that we send in a call for entry every year, and then the award occurs about 3 months after. We send a call for entry September, deadline is usually November, and we usually have the award ceremony January, February. So the schools, all schools present here actually participated in the competition. And then this competition began to promote reading and writing culture. And along the line, it moved from promoting reading and writing culture to effecting needed societal changes through literature, arts, and culture. What do I mean by that? So when I started this initiative, I started it because I like to read and write. And I also wanted a lot of students who love to read and write to have a platform to be able to communicate their thoughts, their ideas. I also wanted people to know that regardless of whatever profession it is they choose, they can still choose to follow their passion, whatever it is. So in fine-tuning this, one of the things we did to actually show that this is what this NGO is about is to stage a play. We staged a play in 2014 to make people aware on HIV, and we used literature to do that. 2013 edition, you were told to just write a story, a work of fiction. Then 2014, you were also told to do that. From 2015, we started including themes so that students can use their imagination. They don't just submit stories, and they use their imagination to actually think up things around ideas. So you know you can write a story around corruption, you can write a story about employment. It's just an idea for you to be able to merge other things you do with literature. So you realize that literature is not streamlined. It cuts across all spheres. And then we also noticed that a lot of people submit copied works. That's not good enough because we're trying to promote creativity, and it's very important for schools to encourage their students to promote genuinity, creativity. They shouldn't plagiarize. There are other things this initiative is committed to doing. We publish the stories of the winners. And then this year, we are working together with Vigil. So schools that are interested in taking having a look at Vigil, knowing what it is they're about, we implore you to just leave your names behind before leaving. So that would occur in the month of March. Then Sparkle Writers is going to organize a writing workshop to all winners selected today. So all winners should please wait behind. Their teachers should wait behind with them also to leave their details so we can communicate to them. And this is an added thing which is going to continue because we realize that after selecting the winners, there's a need to follow up with you. There's a need to honor your skills. There's a need to make you better. We also like to use this platform to thank Paresia publishers who have been supporting us with books for about, I think, 3 years now. That's just to let you all know that there are good publishing houses in Nigeria. There are good bookshops you can get your books from. In 2013 and 2014, a lot of students came to meet me to ask me where they could get some of the books we gave them and prices. They were not aware of where to get them. So you are aware now that there's Paresia Publishing firm. And their bookstore is really pretty. So if you go there, it's at Allen. It's a very nice place. I'm sure you even know there's something like that in Nigeria, but there is. So we'd like to thank Paresia also for their support. Does anyone have a question? Any question? Nobody has a single question. Thank you.
Please, ma'am, I would like to know if we could have the opportunity to meet with you probably after this program.
Just don't go there. Come back. Just stay where you are. No, I'm talking to you.
My question is just that, as a medical doctor, how come you had the interest in writing and publishing stories and educational talks?
You want to take all of them and then answer?
Maybe after I can answer.
My question is that, how do you merge your professional life with talent?
Okay. In answering your questions, actually I developed an interest in reading since I was in primary school. I had friends we used to buy Mary Kate and Ashley with Sweet Valley Junior High. And from there, I started writing my own stories. My aunt saw one of my stories one day and felt it could go into a competition the Association of Nigerian Authors organized. And then I was told a year after I won. I was in secondary school then. So I felt since I could write a story that won, I believe there are other people also who have such talent, such gifts. And then that also made me meet a lot of my classmates who actually love to read and write that I wasn't aware of. And so I got to know that we are actually many, but along the line, maybe we forget about these things because life comes in the way and there are other things we have to pursue. Maybe because writing doesn't really sell as such, except you are really, really patient. When I got to medical school also, I found a lot of people who like to read, write, but there was just no platform for them to get encouraged. So I decided to start this initiative to encourage younger people who are interested in reading and writing, to create a platform for them. Also encourage you through the prizes we give. Our websites are also open. You can send in your entries there. So that's why I actually started it. Also, growing up, I liked to see things go fine. Let me put it that way. And I also like to bring about changes in every sphere, also including the health of people. And so I developed an interest in medicine. Getting to medical school was really rigorous and there were so many things to do. But also we learned how to balance it. So everything in life just requires a balance. If you are not very good with balancing, you can get a notepad. Write out the things you want to do and then strike them out. You can have a goal for a year, a goal for a month, a goal for a week, and you strike them out. It's possible you achieve everything. It's possible you don't achieve everything. But having an itemized goal helps you not to lose focus. It puts you on track. It's something you can have as a review to look back to. Sometime this year, I came across something I had written, I think 2013, 2014, and I had forgotten I had written it. So I just looked at it and I was really impressed. I had achieved most of the things I set out to. So I think it's just important that you write these things down, you have a focus. Sometimes in this part of the world, people don't really like to share what it is they want to do. I think you can strike a balance with that. I shared some of the things I wanted to do with a couple of people. So along the line, when I forget I had those plans in mind, they would remind me, what about this thing you wanted to do and all of that. So that's also encouraged me. So combining medical school and writing, I think that just had to do with the fact that apart from having a plan and a focus, I had good support, strong support teams. I had support with my family, I had support with my friends, I had support with people who were also interested in what I was doing. That also goes for letting a couple of people know about what it is. Now, that doesn't mean you should say it to people who would discourage you. You should learn also that when someone doesn't agree with what you're saying, you should be able to pick up from them what it is they are saying. If they have good words to say to you, you pick it up. If they have ways you can improve, you pick it up. But it's very important you know what it is you want to do, so that when people who are saying things you don't want to do say so, you can cut them off. So you cut off the bad noise and you just focus on the good noise. I hope I answered your questions.
Okay, so Towunmi, we'll take just two more. We'll take just two more questions for you. And I'll take you from the back here. If anyone has a question, there's one. Any second person? Okay, I'll take one here. I'll take one on the other row. Who is the person here? Okay.
My name is Ismail Khadija. My name is Ismail Khadija. My question is that for everything had advantage and disadvantage, I want you to enlighten me on the disadvantages of writing.
There's a hand that went up on this last row. Which hand is that? Someone, a hand went up here. Okay, still up.
My question is that how do you cope with your doctoral profession and the writing, something like that?
The reason they are murmuring is hold on, Towunmi. The reason they are murmuring is she has answered your own question. And for the other lady, let me take one more for you, Towunmi. One more, because that one is a repeat question. Okay.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My question is just simple, but I don't know the answer. How old were you when you started this initiative? And what class were you when you discovered you had a passion for writing?
Towunmi, can I answer the second question for you? This one for you. Okay. Now, how old she was, I also don't know. But guess what? It's not important. Towunmi already is a young woman. As she is. She's a very young woman. All right? So, if you discount in your head how old you think she is now, 5 from it, you know how she was then. The point I'm making is, you can start writing from where you are. Don't wait till you're in the university or in medical school. Start from where you are. All right? You are old enough to start writing. Okay? There are authors who are 10 years old. Start now. Take the other question, please.
Thank you. To the lady who asked disadvantages of writing, I'm not sure there are disadvantages of writing, but there are challenges you may encounter in the course of writing. Writing is something I really love doing because I found freedom with writing. And then it was not just, okay, it was a hobby for me, and then it was more than being an like hobby for me. With writing, you can do a lot of things. You can be in the aircraft industry, you can be in medicine, you can be in engineering, you can be in anything. Writing cuts across all professions. Reading also helps you in a lot of ways, so there are actually more advantages than disadvantages, of which I don't know if there are any disadvantages, but I know you can encounter a lot of challenges along the line. Challenges you may encounter involve maybe funding, if you can actually make a career out of it. And that will require patience, dedication, looking for places that require your skills. You can also try to start a blog on your own, which also requires dedication. Most things about writing just has to do with patience. Reading also, I believe reading also helps you improve your skills. Some people will have contrary opinion, but with my own experience, I believe reading helps you. Because when you start writing and you read other people's works, it broadens your mind, it improves your skills basically. So I believe that writing has more good, more pros than cons actually, but it has a lot of challenges that requires patience. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, so I think we can start the prizes now.
Okay, while we're getting ready to give out this award for today, I want to also sort of advise you students. There's something one of our speakers said earlier, I think our first guest speaker, something about choosing a career or not choosing a career. But what I want to quickly say to that effect is simple. When I started earlier today, I mentioned for you the ability to think. I want to see you be able to sit down with your parents when it's time to go to university. Don't study a course because mommy and daddy said study the course. Don't study a course because mommy and daddy just said study it. Is that what you want to do? Is that what you really want to do? Find out from your mom and dad why they want you to study that course. Sometimes our parents want us to study courses for selfish reasons. In my generation, I can tell you for free, there are people who studied medicine that are not practicing today, journalism that are not practicing today, they are doing something else. Why? They went the route that mommy and daddy wanted them to go, and ultimately finished university, gave daddy the certificate and said, I will pursue my own career. So when it's time for university, what are you most passionate about? What is that thing that you think you will excel at? That thing you will excel at. That when you do it, we will know you like we know Bill Gates. We will know you like we know Dangote. We will know you like we know Alibaba. We will know you like we know Tony Elumelu. Like we know Buhari. Now don't go telling me you want to study political science because you want to be a politician. There is no career called politician. All these things happening in Abuja and other places will change very soon in this country. We're gradually getting to the place where people will leave public office and not go back to public office. That is, you would not finish serving as a governor and you go back and become a senator. That day is coming very soon in this country. Trust me, it is coming. So when it's time for you to go to the university, why are you studying that course? Is it because daddy wants you to study it? Is it because mommy wants you? My father wanted me to be a doctor. I didn't get to do sciences eventually. I got to do sciences in my first attempt at secondary education. And I failed woefully. And I went back and did arts. And here I am. Voila, as they will say in French. Do you understand? So why are you studying that course? Why do you want to study that course? That's the point I'm asking you today. So don't just take it on. See, listen. It is said that in Hollywood, they say children act better in Hollywood than children in Nollywood. Do you want to know why? The reason is simple. The power gap is called power distance between us as a people is wider than the one between the Americans as a people. So it's a culture thing, all right? Now, the reason is this. An American child will be able to sit down with an adult and have a conversation with that adult. Why should I not go to Ikpaja? What is happening on the way to Ikpaja? You say they are killing people in Ikpaja. Who is killing people in Ikpaja? We can only develop if we start allowing you, our children, to talk to us like that. Are you listening to me? I'm a father of 3. Before somebody go thinking he's not a father. No, I'm a father of 3. I made a mistake with my first son, who is still very young. You're all older than my first son. I made a mistake with him. I realized I made that mistake, and I started to correct it. What was the mistake? I was too hard on him. I hushed him too much. I didn't allow him express himself. Okay? I noticed in his first few months that he was trying to use left hand. And I allowed people talk me into changing it. How I regret it. How I regret. Let's not go into the effect I'm seeing right now. He's an intelligent, smart young man. I'm right now allowing him to blossom. There are things that his younger sister will do. And he will be amazed that I didn't do anything. But I learned that it is in doing those things that children are able to understand it. I'm not saying become wild. I'm not saying let your children run wild. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is very simply this. Allow children to engage you, intelligently talk with you. When she said disadvantage, some of you shouted, hey, that's the thing. That's that same thing. Adultism that adults do. And now you're doing amongst yourself. No question is stupid. The person asking it has a reason for asking. The person will either learn how better to ask it next time, or knows that it's not the right way to ask questions. No question is what? Stupid. No idea is useless. Somebody was asked by Bill Gates to invest in Microsoft. The man turned it down. Fast forward 20 years after, the guy was crying if he had known. Are you listening to me? So don't consider. A friend of mine sent her son to school to study animation. Some of her friends wanted to kill her. But guess what? Nigeria, next month March, is releasing her first animated movie. So we are ready. What will that guy become in the next 2 years? He will become a mega don. He doesn't need Hollywood now to be relevant. Once he's done, he comes back home, he will be one of the most sought after movie makers. Because he dared to study it when it didn't make sense. See into the future. Whatever you want to study, ask yourself and ask your parents and your teachers or career counselors. How relevant is this course in the next 15 years, in the next 20 years? How relevant is this course in the next 10 years? When I saw Madam, agree with one of my speakers when he said, in the future, writing will become obsolete. True or false? So, if you want to go and study how to be a secretary, that will be writing notes at meeting. How relevant will be your writing if you don't add to it an ability to use your tab, your laptops, or whatever device that your generation will come up with? If you are going to study petroleum engineering, how relevant will be petroleum engineering in the next 10 years? How relevant will be petroleum engineering in the next 15 years when we are talking about electric cars? We're talking about, what's that word now? Biofuel. We're talking about diversity. How relevant is it to you? You want to read law. Science is developing an app that will take a robot into a court and represent a suspect or defendant. That app will be loaded with all the laws known to man in that particular jurisdiction. So when the robot stands up to say, I am so and so robot and I'm representing Mr. Okonkwo Adewale, how relevant will you be as a lawyer in the next 30 years? So ask yourself those questions. Don't just wake up and pick a course. Don't pick a course for the fun of, I am going to the university. Those days are gone. When somebody would say, I want to study English, they now give me Igbo education. Let me manage Igbo education. Don't manage it. If it requires your writing jam one more time, now what that will mean is that you will be more committed, more dedicated in that second jam. Write it well and get what you want. Please, don't go into any university course on the excuse that mommy said or daddy said. Do not do it. Are you listening to me? Some of us made terrible. I had no business. Guess what? Growing up, my elder sister would say, go and do marketing. Anything that requires you to talk, go and do it. You know what I used to say? God forbid bad thing, I'll be a doctor. But what am I doing today? Hello? What am I doing today? For 12 years, I sold insurance. That's marketing. I resigned from selling insurance help me hold this. I resigned from selling insurance to do what I'm doing today after 12 years. So I'm not doing this because I don't have what to do. I'm answering a higher call in doing what I'm doing right now. Guess what? Until you find that thing that you can do for free again and again, you've not discovered your passion and purpose. Bill Gates used to travel miles on ending to go and borrow and use a computer. He fell in love with that thing called the computer and committed his life to making it available to people. Tony Elumelu, at an event I emceed, you all know Tony Elumelu, right? The founder of UBA and chairman of Hess Holdings. We know him. If you know Tony Elumelu, can I see your hand up? You know Tony Elumelu? Okay, put down your hand. If you know Olamide, can I see your hand go up? Olamide. If you know Davido, can I see your hand go up? Davido. Be honest. Don't lie. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. Okay, put down your hand. Put down your hand. Put down your hand. If you know Jim Ovia, founder of Zenith Bank, can I see your hand go up? Jim Ovia. Thank you. Put your hand down. If you know Tonye Cole, co-founder of Sahara Energy, can I see your hand go up? That's where it starts. That's where it starts. See, I have a lot of respect for Olamide. I am much older than he is. Please bear with us. They're trying to sort out the awards and we'll be done. Bear with us, please. Bear with us. Thank you. Now, let me tell you this. I have a lot of respect for Olamide. I'm in the entertainment space myself. I'm in the creative industry. That's where. So we are colleagues by extension. I first saw him in 2010 in a bus that drove us from Lagos to Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. We had a show. Nobody knew him at the time. But hearing him in that bus, I said to my friends, this guy is the next big thing in this industry. Korede Bello, I had used him 3 or 4 times at events. And I called him one day, I said, Korede, my prayer for you is that Don Jazzy will sign you. He had the talent. So what am I trying to make you understand? I have no problem with those guys. No. But listen, you need to open your mind. Don't zero your mind only to Big Brother. Don't zero your mind only to Olamide Life in Concert. Don't zero your mind only to fire, shaku. Open your mind. Open it up. Know Tony Elumelu. Know how he became Tony Elumelu. Know Dangote. Know how he became Dangote. Know Patrick Cole. Know Mo Abudu. Know why she became Mo Abudu. Know, what was this woman for Chia Center? What was her name? Chia Center. Ibuku Awoshika. Know Ibukun Awoshika. Find out why she became Ibukun Awoshika. Are you understanding me? Know about entrepreneurs. Know about civil servants who have done their job well. Find out why they became what they are. Don't box your mind to a corner. You get into Facebook, all you are looking for is a video, the new video. I'm currently taking French classes at Alliance Francaise. And I'm in the class with a lot of young people. All right? And I sit down during the break and I hear them. They're out of the university. They're graduates. Okay, one of them is an undergraduate. I hear them argue about Olamide, about Davido. Say, I'm a fan of Olamide. Saying, I'm a fan of whiskey. Don't say that thing about Burna Boy. What is wrong with you? And I'm just amazed. Really? Is that what you want to become tomorrow? Listen, open. Tell the person sitting next to you, think. Tell the person, think. Okay, just before Towunmi announces this now, I want you to look at the student. If a teacher is next to you, look for a student. Don't talk to your teachers, please. If a teacher is next to you, look for a student. Look at one person, a fellow student in the eye. Look at the person in the eye. Look at the person in the eye. Say, make eye contact with your neighbor, not me. Eye contact. Ask the person. Ask the person, that thing you want to be in the future, is that really your purpose? Is that what you want to do? Do you even know what it is? That's food for thought for me and you. Just ask, when you keep thinking about it, do you really know what it is you want to become? If you don't know, it's not too late. All right, it's not too late. Some of you are at a point where you are in a crisis kind of situation right now. You are thinking what you will be, what you will not be. Don't sweat it. Don't stress it. It will come. It will come. And when it comes, go with the tide. Ride with the wave. And I tell you, you become super successful. I remember one of the schools who presented here. I have this friend who went to that school. I wasn't there, but I was told by my father-in-law, who also knows this person, that it was a struggle getting him to agree to go to school. But today, he is one of the biggest managers in Nigeria's oil and gas industry. What am I saying? It's not about the school you are going to. So those of you who are thinking, it's because I'm attending this public school, because I'm attending this kind of school. It's not about the school you are attending. Yes, it plays a role, a big role. But guess what? You can also augment whatever shortcomings you have in the school by studying on your own at home. She told us that she'd get her children out of the television. Are you ready? Okay. I will stop for now. I'll stop for now. If we have time, which I doubt we do, once she is done, we will give away the prizes, the cash prizes for the winners of the speaking competition. But for now, back to you, Towunmi.
Good afternoon. Sorry, we'll try as much as possible to be swift with this. Please, all winners should wait behind. And please, schools that don't win, please wait to take pictures with the winners. I think it's very important that you also network with them. We'll be starting with the prizes for poetry. Is Only Child College here? Only Child. Okay, no. Is Dairy Farm Senior Grammar School here? Dairy Farm. Okay, is Dairy Farm Senior Secondary School here? Okay. So the second prize winner for poetry is Atada Akwezi Blessing. Azafi will be presenting. Okay, Diamond Bank is here. They are giving 5,000 naira to the first three poetry and I think first three fiction also. Okay, so the first prize winner for poetry, Mr. Derumo will be presenting that one. And the person is from Maryland Comprehensive School. Is Maryland here? Okay, Omotayo Tomiwa. That's one to ask. Clap to encourage the person. Let the back show. We'll be giving prizes for fiction, and for fiction, we're awarding 10 people. The 10th prize winner is Inze Amanda from Maryland Comprehensive. Okay, Mr. Raphael should come out. Vigilant, Mr. Raphael. Babs Fafunwa Millennium Senior Grammar School. Is the school here? Okay, Ola Onikpekun Tomiwa. Okay, the PAMSEC representative for District 6. Is the person here? Okay. Ajao Estate Senior Grammar School. Is the school here? Okay. Chinchem Oluchi. Thanks. Okay, representative, permanent secretary, District 1. Okay, Mrs. Alao can come and present the next one. The 7th prize winner is from Oriwu Senior Model College. Is the school present? Okay, Odumosu God's favor. And then there's a wristband for you. Christ the King, 6th prize winner. Okay, so Mazafi can come and present it again. Afomilai or Priscilla. Okay, I was told she's my namesake. So is Merrill Community Senior High School here? Merrill? Okay. The winner is Ezeunala Ekene Franklin. Okay, the representative of District 6 should come forward. The 4th prize winner is from Babs Fafunwa Millennium Senior Grammar School, Ojodu. Mr. Raf should come and present this. Okim Itowo. Oh yeah, remove this one. The first 2 winners' poetry should just come forward after we present the prizes. They have some gifts from Diamond Bank also. The 3rd prize winner is from ISL. I don't know if ISL is here. OBD Eunice Onyeka. Okay, not yet. So now we are going to the 2nd prize winner. There are some prizes for the first 3 winners here, cash prizes, iPads, books, bags. You collect your cash prizes after the presentation of the award, so please wait behind. And please, all students should wait behind to take prizes with the winners. Communicate with them, ask them questions. You can also ask members of the I table questions after. You can ask me questions after also. But please, the first 3 prize winners for fiction and the first 2 prize winners for poetry should wait behind for their prizes from Diamond Bank and their cash prizes. I think their teachers too are getting prizes and the schools also. So the 2nd prize winner is from OK, also Senior High School, and Miss OK Odo. I don't know whether it's also Odo. Okay. And Mrs. Adeze will come and present that one. Oluwapelumi Adesoya. So the second prize winner is going with 2 tabs actually. So Diamond has included another tablet for. Please, all winners should wait behind to write their names, their contact information for a writing seminar with Sparkle Writers. So you can wait behind to drop your contacts. And please, your teachers should wait behind also so we can follow up with you. Thank you. So our overall first prize winner for today, who can guess? What school do you think will be from? Okay, can we just stand up as we call the first prize winner? Okay, Pastor Oluwawole can come forward also to present the prize. Okay, members of the high table can just come forward as we present this prize. Osuma Catering. Okay, the winner is from Maryland Comprehensive. The school teacher that accompanied them can come forward, please. Continue clapping. Please make sure you wait and take our autograph. There's a wristband from Tisela for you. Please, the representative from Sparkle Writer can just signify behind. Okay, 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 okay. Please, Please, all winners should meet behind to write their names. This is Dr. Alowonle. So meet her behind. Thank you. So, what's your name? Okay. So we'd like to thank Quaresia for their support with books. Please clap for the... Viju also would like to thank Viju for the support. Thank you. So we'll send them on zone, Diamond Bank zone. Yeah. Also, the schools interested in the excursion to Viju should also please put their names behind. It's a learning process for you. So the teachers should please put their contacts, interested schools should put their contacts down before leaving. We are just waiting for the MCs, the one with the cash prize for the winner. So Omotayo Tomiwa, Atonda Akwezi Blessing, Osuma Catering, Obidi Eunice Onyeka, Oluwapelumi Adesoya should come forward. So Osuma Catering, Oluwapelumi. No, you. Did you get? Yes, she did. So 4 of them are getting prizes from Diamond Bank, and their teachers are also getting from the organization also, and the MC also is supporting them, their teachers and the school also. So we're waiting for the cash prizes. Meanwhile, Diamond Bank is going to take their account details and send it to them. Thank you. So don't stop writing. Intensify your work. You can ask them what they did, how they did it, so that you can be a winner next year also. Please play us some music while we wait. Please, you can come and write your name down behind now. All right. Thank
you. Person Entertainment Mix. DJ More Beats. Person Entertainment Mix. DJ More Beats. Person Entertainment Mix. I want to Lola. I want to La Vida. I know what my jacket. I want to jacket like Dr. Potiku wants in love. I know what my jacket. I want to jacket like Dr. Potiku wants in love.
Sorry, hold on. We have certificates for all the schools here today. If you leave, we're not going to send your certificates to you.
Banana don't be yours, too much money to throw away. Fine girl, just a shake it. They got to do it, we they play. I'm a yara jao. Show my dog, show my dog. Oh my God, I've been looking, I've been searching for love. Until I jam this girl will make me to stop. Baby, I go follow you. Anywhere we go, baby, I send me and you got go the carry you go.
Sorry, please. Who in the first group? Which school is that, please? Number what? Number 9, winner. Number 9, first group. Number 9, where are you? Where are you? Where is your teacher? Your teacher is not here. Teacher, please come. Very quickly. Second group, number 20.
Sorry, starting from the first row, please, the teachers should just quietly go behind for the certificate. Just starting from the first row. No, just the teachers. The students, you can go. The teachers should just go and collect the certificate. Just the teachers, please. And please put your name down if you're interested in the treats to vigil. As only teachers should be standing now, all students should be seated. Also, the press is here also. They would like to interview the winners also. And some students. Please wait behind.
Final group number 37. Final group number 37. Final group number 37. Well, we did promise to give them cash prizes. Cash prizes. Do we have another? Do we have an overall winner, sir? Do we have an overall winner? Who is the person? Okay, you know we promised 5,000 for the overall winner, and I've been told that the overall winner is number 9. Number 9, where are you? Come back. 5,000 for you. I'll give you this one myself. You're a talkative like me.
Shopping in my name, you know I got flexing in my name, you know I got jumping in my name, maybe I got jumping in my name, you know I got all the girls don't like that. When I post on the page, they're right back. You know, all the boys them hate that, and I just do them pretend I'm laid back. You know, follow me to best stack. You know, girl, you know I'm best stack. You know, everything I do, I be legend, I be like Timmy Jazz. Popping in my name, bottles in my name, shopping in my name, flexing in my name, jumping in my name, jumping in my name.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. It's the 2018 celebrating 2017 entries for the Towunmi Literary Initiative. And of course, I said next year to be bigger. If you have the opportunity of being here next year, the prize for the speaking as well will be bigger. The literary prize will be bigger. The venue will be better. Make sure your school is found worthy to be part of what goes on next year. My name is Richmond Osuji. You've been a wonderful sport. Abianto, bon voyage, as Italians will say, arrivederci. Bye-bye.
We, the organizers,
get 19. When I go chop with my team, they pay for everyone where they the canteen. Now, we know upgrade the matter, daily and weekly and monthly and quarter. Now we don't talk to butter, family they smile and we know the quanta. That we just say Yoruba, make them no go forget say Badona Baba. Eruku de Tiama,
whether not dumpy or rosé, too much money to throw away. Fine girl, just a shake, shake. Got to the way we take it. What is the matter? I can see it in your eyes. You want me for the night. Can some of you want to kissy kissy? I miss your loving and kissy kissy. I can see it in your eyes. You want me for the night. Can some of you want to kissy kissy? I miss your loving and kissy kissy.
I've been looking, I've been searching for love until I jam this girl will make me to stop. Baby, I go follow you anywhere where you go, baby. I send me and you got go, they carry you go. We go there, that's it. It's you, girl. Anything I tell you, not you, girl. Girl, I want no one but you. Come make I show you love. I'm not gonna tell no lie. Don't lie, wonder why. Just want you for the night. I can see
show my dog show my dog know your body, that make the people for area they go, oh shit. Anytime when I look at you and me, I just act like I don't know, oh shit. Oh yeah, come body, come make me and you come body. Don't say you no go to somebody, make me and you go touch body. See, I can see it in your eyes. You want me all the night. I'll make you feel alright, I swear I'll never let you go. Inna the light, inna the floor, inna the back up, inna the car. We are gonna keep, we are gonna go. We are gonna say I can't.